In the last episode, which was part 62 of Battle Kid 2 Mountain of Torment, we defeated Helga and we made it to what I'm willing to bet is the final boss, actually. Gonna put in our password here, which is M7ZS. It's a S, not a 5. Okay, good. We don't need any more shenanigans going on where we lose the double jump for the boss fight. We should probably make sure and check that all of our power-ups are in fact intact. That would be terrible. Okay, that's legal password, and our death count password we're going to be starting this video with is 0C09. We are over 3,000 deaths, and yeah, it looks pretty much correct to me. Okie dokie. Alright, so we have all of our stuff. Good. Can't go back through the teleporter. Before we start, actually, I'm going to take you guys to the map for maybe the last time, actually. Maybe the last time we're going to be looking at the map. But it has been updated for all this stuff. Let's give it a quick look. And let's see. So, since I last updated the map, we got all of our stuff back. We were able to go up through here, these rooms, and this room, which is one of the hardest rooms in the game, in my opinion, if only because it's kind of slow. So, yeah, that was pretty rough. And the rest, like, by comparison, were like not that bad. Let me turn off the numbers so we can see better. And then yeah, so we defeated Helga and went through this warp gate, and this warp gate actually took us to right here. So we're at. I was trying to figure out, is there like some sort of a hidden message in here? Because I feel like there is. There was another area or two kind of like this as well. The thing with Ivan right there has it, as well as right here, right after we lost our stuff, had it. I think that was it. I think that was about it. I keep like trying to reorient this and make it say like this kind of, if you squint, this kind of looks like the, and this kind of looks like end. That's just me trying to conspiracy theory that this is in fact the final boss. If you guys remember, at the end of Battle Kid 1, the entire like screen lit up with the nonogram symbols when we got to right before the super mech, and yeah, here we are again, and not quite the whole screen, but a couple of things light up. So I think I was theorizing last time that it was going to be some sort of like combo Ivan and Helga at the same time, or at least like Ivan 3. There is one more enemy left in the instruction manual that I have not looked at. I'm going to pull out the instruction manual right now. But we're not going to look inside until we see what we got going on her. Alright. Let's see it. Alright, we got another room. Oh dear. 6-3. Room 6-3. That's where the final boss is going to be. The cannon's core. I don't know if I want to count the first time or not. I was trying to stay alive so we could hear the music to see, like, is this different music? Because I think it is. By the way, guys, much like Helga, it's just a straight shot to the right. Alright, I just wanted you guys to hear the music a little bit unimpeded. Yeah, so we can dodge those, not too terribly. Is there any merit to doing this? No. Well, maybe. Hang on, let me try that again. No, okay. I wanted to see if you, how quickly they tracked you to the left. So you don't want to be doing that. Alright, so it looks like Ivan's at the top. We're gonna have to use the triple jump to get to him, I guess. Oh, okay, you can't touch the core. It's not in the background. Alright, that wasn't immediately obvious, so I guess now we know.
And knowing's half the battle.
Battle! we gotta get some. We gotta get the ups to get up there and start shooting him, right? By the way, he's still doing the. Okay, so we gotta shoot the those first, right? It looks like they don't actually have that many hit points. Okay, so now there's another phase, right? Okay, and then the core shoots. All right. It's gonna be a long fight. Super Mech took us like 4 parts, so I'm expecting at least 3 here. Alright, maybe we could have feathered fall right there. Oh, we can definitely get him in 1 volley though. And then we gotta see what sort of attacks the Okay, so looks like we can shoot the. So we can shoot the 2 initial things, right? The 2 forks. Is that what I'm gonna call them? The forks. Sure, they're forks. I guess they're more like tridents. Oh, that's like some Owlbot stuff right there. And then we, I mean, you guys can see what's going on. Then we get an opportunity to shoot the core. I'm willing to bet that the forks come back afterwards. We should not die right there. I want to get a good rhythm going for defeating the forks. Like a nice, good, safe, consistent strat. I like that. Ooh. Alright, you know what, let me focus on trying to dodge initially. Dodge one of those attacks and see like how much cooldown time do we have after that. I think it's 3 shots to kill the fork. Alright. Alright, yeah, we gotta focus on living the attacks first and seeing what the pattern is gonna be. So yeah, don't worry about actually shooting the core. But yeah, if I recall correctly, like the Mega Cannon or whatever it was called was the thing that was, dang it, that was basically replacing the Super Mech in this game. So it's like, well, how do you fight a cannon? You know, it's not a mech. So I guess this is how we're gonna have to attack the core. Okay, let's just focus on trying to dodge something. You want to talk about a spread? Holy snot! I may have to use some like stop motion tactics on this. What? I've had my fill of continuous sprays of bullets for the last couple parts. Thanks very much, game. Okay. Oh no! Oh, bop. That was funny. Hmm. Okay, we need to see if we can pick up on some tells, right? Oops. Okay, so if the bottom door opens up, that's a tell. And what comes from the bottom door is the red bullets. Okay, that shoot out and rise. Okay. However, I feel like there may have been another one that did carpet. Thought I got enough bullets in. Another one that did likewise. I seem to recall the circle lasers, the Owlbot lasers. They did very similar. Okay, I think we could beat that out with a featherfall. Yeah, honestly, this episode, I'm probably not even gonna shoot the main core. This is just gonna be trying to learn each of the attacks that he can do. All right, but we gotta make sure we don't. I think I want to get a double jump first. and then try the Featherfall. That's good they gave me the same one twice in a row. It helps me to learn. Okay, so without the hatch... Okay, I'm trying to... I want to see if Ivan... Does Ivan constantly move? Like he's like, you know, fiddling with the controls? Because I feel like he stopped. Okay, yeah, his hands are definitely moving. Okay, and this one comes out slow enough that it's fine. So, no, I think that was no change, right? But that one is slow enough that I don't think it's that threatening. To need a tell. I like how I talk about the, you know, walking straight, but then I still want to do jumps. Just to be fidgety. Oops. Okay. Well. Man. I kind of really hate that that's actually, like, in the foreground, because, like, you would, it looks like it's in the background, doesn't it? I don't know, that's just weird. Like, the rest of the mech isn't in the background, or it's not in the foreground, like, I don't know. Maybe it's like, maybe it's a long, maybe the core is like a long, like, prism, if you will. Like, it's an octagonal prism, I guess you could say. I don't know how you're supposed to get around that. I think you have to, like, start in midair. Okay, so there is a tell, though. It does open up the gate. Or the, you know, the 3 dots. You guys see what I mean. But I think you're gonna have to already be in the air. Because I started, like, from as good a spot as I could have possibly dodged it on the ground. What the F? Wow. That's... I don't know how to dodge that one. Like, if maybe there's some kind of trick. I don't know how to dodge that one. Like, I have a theory on it, but... wow. I think you could dodge it if you started from over here. But you would, like, have to start in midair, and you can't do that. You can't be in that perfect spot all the time. Can you? Alright, so I've seen the tell for the bottom red and for the top red. See, we're just dead. That attack sucks. Like, I actually really hate that attack. Yeah, circle laser's not a problem, honestly. So yeah, circle laser's definitely the easiest attack, like, by far. By far. I'm also curious if these things are gonna come back. Oh, we got like an audio glitch right there. Did you guys hear that? Circle laser is not really a threat. I mean, I died to him, but like, compared to the other ones, they're not really a threat. It's just a matter of doing a little stutter step, so you don't basically you do the stutter step so you don't run out of ground. Basically, you know, pretty common tactic in this game, honestly. Like you need it to beat Cleo's Starfall attack. stuff like that. Alright, like I said, I wanted to be consistent on getting the forks down, because the forks should not be, like, at all a problem. I'm really curious to see if the fork's gonna come back. Like, maybe after you get a certain number of hits in, the forks come back. Okay, so no trigger. Can you... Maybe you can circle around. If you can, like, get a tight circle around, that might be a way to do it. I feel like you have to be able to do it that way. You have to be able to do it that way. There's no way that you're expected to be in that perfect spot every time that attack comes up. There's no way. Like, I think that would work, but I feel like you'd also be in danger of landing on the core. Okay, so no tell. Okay, so I think there's no, if it's no tell, it's either the rings or the wavy balls. Both those are relatively slow, and I don't think you really need a trigger or a tell to assist in dodging them. I'm just trying to see, like, how much time do I get between attacks to land some shots on the core. And my mindset is this is final boss. If there's something after this, then... Oh, man. Nice no jump right there. Now, even though... like, the forks are not that bad, they're still going to comprise, I'd say, at least 40% of the deaths. Just because, for screen syndrome. Man! I gotta have more... Maybe if you do, like, 2 full jumps. Or like, you know, that was weird. Man, that freaking red spray! Whoa, that last one is, there's like one more than I was expecting there. Also, this freaking squeaky chair needs to go. Oh, holy carp. The squeaky chair is like the trains. Or, wait, no, Battlefield 1 didn't have trains. That's right. Battlefield 1 was done in a place that did not have trains. Well, not horrible trains. No! I don't know how to dodge that red spray. Like, the only thing I can think of is be like in the air along the side of the wall when it starts. And you can't do that every time, not with a chain of attacks like that. If it was a thing where like you had to, you know, beat the forks again between every attack, and so you got a little bit of downtime there, then yes, you know, you could maneuver yourself there every time. But like, you might be able to do it on the first attack, like this right here. It's too much! I don't know what to do against it. It lasts like a second too long. It's too much spray. There has to be a way to loop around. but I haven't found it yet. Man, I need a little short hop there. It's tough though, because if you jam on the A button, like I tend to do, you're gonna jump right into the core. And of course, Ivan himself is in the background, so. Alright, let's try to stutter step it more. It feels so dangerous to stutter step it though. It feels like it's gonna catch up to you, but I think you have to be able to stutter step it. Like, if you can't jump over it, at least not like remotely in a decent way. Okay, you have to wiggle a little bit on, but if you like hug the corner and just wiggle a little bit, you'll dodge the bouncy balls or the wavy balls. In fact, you might even be able to get some counter shots in. See, stuff like that is why we're gonna still log a lot of deaths to the forks. Rings. Man! Okay, you know what? I think when the red comes out, stay on the side and get some altitude and then start feather falling over. That's what I'm thinking. I reacted way too late to that. I just sat there for like way too long. Man, I only had one double jump left and I didn't want to use it directly underneath the thing. So I don't think you can be at the side, not to do it consistently. I think you gotta be even with the pillar. At least. I think whenever you see the hatch open, take a step up and then get some altitude. I'm not being very consistent with these forks, holy carp. I'm not sure if the spray and the hatch have different sound effects when they open. Circles. Yeah, I may well have to use some like pause tactics. Basically just to help with the reaction time. We'll see. You don't like, you get a little bit of a tell, but you don't get much. Man. It's really, honestly, one of the toughest things in this game is remembering like all the dodge patterns, and then as soon as the attack tell comes up, like turning the dial to, you do this. What the heck was that? Like, thankfully, most of the bosses only have like 3, 4, usually 4. Stop dying right there. That's stupid. That was close. If I did, you got to stutter step almost perfectly though. You got to stutter step almost perfectly. Stop dying right there. Good grief. Stupid deaths. Why did I do that? That was stupid. Yeah, I may have to start pausing and checking the tell. Seems a little bit cheap, but hey, it's there's a pause button in the game for a reason, and it's not just so you can answer the phone. Trigger, bouncy wave, trigger, circle lasers, yep. Check the trigger, bouncy balls. Looks like he doesn't like to do the same attack twice in a row, also. No, that is still not correct angle shooting, dang it. I've yet to survive either of the two red heart attacks. I really would like to be able to do that before this video's over. But I'm like not sure it's gonna happen. Check the trigger. Man, that's both of the red attacks are just like one or two more volleys more than what it feels like it's possible. We're gonna have to see if we can beat out these red attacks, because I can't do what I did with Helga 2. I can't just give up on dodging 2 attacks. 1 attack maybe with damage amp. Can't do it on 2. Later days.